You are sitting in your car, office parking lot, engine off, phone in your hand. The 401k app is open. $87,000. You are 41 years old. You cannot decide whether that number is a beginning or a tombstone. 3 rows over, the empty parking space belongs to Frank. Frank retired last Friday. He is 58. His account closed at $2.3 million. He started his serious investing at 41, your age, with less money than you have. Frank did not earn more than you. He did not win the lottery. He made one decision inside a 90-day window. The same window you are sitting inside right now in your car. If you miss it, you do not retire at 60. You work until 71. That is the math. That is the stakes. Let me show you exactly what is on the table. $87,000 today. $500 a month forward. 19 years at a 10% average return. The number at the end is $870,092. You contribute $201,000 of your own money. The market hands you $669,092 for free. That is the deal. That is what Frank took. Now meet the 2 couples who live on your street. Same age, same balance, same salary. One walks away with the $870,092. The other walks away with the regret. The only difference is the next 10 minutes of their lives. House number 412, Daniel and Rachel. Daniel is an electrician. Rachel runs payroll at a logistics company. They have a 14-year-old, a Honda with 110,000 miles, and a student loan balance. Boring people. Quiet kitchen. Spreadsheet on the laptop. House number 418, Marcus and Diane. Marcus sells commercial insurance. Diane teaches 6th grade. 2 kids, a leased SUV. A kitchen Diane has been pinning on her phone for 3 years. Warm people. Full house. Loud Sundays. Both couples have $87,000 in retirement. Both couples are 41. Both couples get the same phone call this week. The call is from Steve.
Hi, this is Steve from Your Plan Administrator. At age 41, you qualify for our new Managed Retirement Portfolio. We handle the rebalancing, the tax optimization, the whole thing. The fee is just 1.25% annually. Most clients see it as the best decision they ever made.
Steve sounds reasonable. Steve is reasonable. Steve is also not lying. What Steve does not say, that 1.25% fee applied across 19 years costs you $480,000. That is your opportunity cost. Almost half your future net worth. Vaporized. Quietly. 0.25% at a time.
Steve, what is the expense ratio on the underlying funds inside the managed portfolio?
That would be on top of the 1.25% advisory fee.
So the total drag is closer to 1.6.
Rachel just saved her family $445,000 in a sentence. She did not yell. She did not argue. She asked one question and waited.
Steve, that sounds great. We are too busy to manage this ourselves. Sign us up.
Honey, are you sure? It is a lot of money.
Diane, it is 1.25%. That is barely anything. We are talking about a few $1,000s over our whole lives.
A few $1,000s. Marcus just signed a check for $445,084 and called it nothing. He is not stupid. He is busy. That is the entire scam. The fee sounds small because it is presented in percentages. The cost is enormous because compounding does not care about percentages. It cares about decades. Daniel and Rachel hang up on Steve. They open a low-cost index fund inside their existing 401k. They set the contribution at $500 a month. They close the laptop. They do not look at it again for a year. Marcus and Diane sign the managed account paperwork. Marcus feels relief. He has handed the problem to a professional. Diane feels uneasy, but does not know why. She makes dinner. Year 1. Path A balance climbs past $103,000. Path B climbs almost the same. The fee has not bitten yet. This is how the trap works. Year 1 looks identical. Marcus tells Diane he made the right call. Year 3, Daniel gets a $4,000 bonus. He drops the entire thing into the fund. Does not tell anyone. Does not celebrate. Across the street, Marcus uses his bonus for a down payment on a bass boat. The boat depreciates 22% before he finishes the loan paperwork. Year 5. Path A is sitting at roughly $158,000. Marcus calls Steve to ask why his account is not growing faster. Steve uses the word volatility. Steve uses the phrase staying the course. Steve does not mention the fees have already eaten $11,000 of growth. Marcus hangs up reassured. Diane is not in the room. Year 7. Diane wants the kitchen. The Pinterest kitchen. $38,000. She has been patient for 10 years. Marcus looks at the brokerage account, sees $215,000, and decides they can manage it.
Diane, you have waited long enough. Let's just do it. It is only $38,000. We still have plenty for retirement.
Are you sure we can afford it?
Babe, we have over $200,000 saved. This is what the money is for.
That $38,000, if it stayed invested at 10% for 12 more years, becomes $119,000. Marcus did not spend $38,000 on a kitchen. He spent $119,000 on a kitchen. Diane loves the kitchen. It is also the most expensive room any human has stood inside. Year 9, the halfway mark. Daniel and Rachel are pump-deg years old. Their account just crossed $292,168. Daniel has not logged in for 6 months. Rachel checks once a quarter, smiles, closes the tab. Across the street, Marcus is staring at a screen. His balance is $231,000. He does not understand. He contributed the same amount. He earned the same salary. He lost 6 years of growth to a fee he never felt and a kitchen withdrawal. He blames the market. The market is not the problem. Year does. Marcus's daughter gets into a private college. Marcus pulls $52,000 from the retirement account. Penalties, taxes, lost growth. He tells himself it is for his daughter. It is also $163,000 of future retirement. Gone. Year 15. Daniel is 56. The account is at $526,000. He still drives the Honda. The Honda has 198,000 miles. Daniel has not increased his lifestyle in 9 years. He has, however, increased his monthly contribution twice. Quietly. Year 19. The finish line. Daniel and Rachel are 60. They log in together at the kitchen table. $870,092. Rachel cries. Daniel pours coffee. Using the 4% rule, that account pays them $2,900 a month. Forever. Marcus and Diane are 60. Marcus logs in alone. $371,000. He does the math 3 times. He thought he was on the same track as Daniel. He was. For one day, 19 years ago, in a phone call he does not remember. So let's go back to the parking lot, to you, to right now. You have 3 options. Option 1, do what Daniel did. Open the index fund this week. Set the auto contribution. Walk away for 19 years. End at $870,092. Option 2, do what Marcus did. Say yes to Steve. Pull money out twice. End at $371,000. Work until 71, maybe 73. Option 3, the cowardly option. Do nothing. Close this video. Tell yourself you will figure it out next month. Next month becomes next year. You are 52 before you log back in. The window is closed. The math no longer works. Your phone is buzzing. It is Steve. He has heard you have $87,000 sitting in cash inside the plan.
Hi, just calling to walk you through our managed portfolio option. It is a no-brainer.
No thanks, Steve. That is the whole sentence. You do not owe Steve a debate. You owe yourself $480,000, and you are not handing it over on a Tuesday. Here is the mantra. Memorize it. $87,000 today. $500 a month. 19 years. 10%. $870,092. $2,900 a month for life. One decision in a 90-day window. Frank is not smarter than you. Daniel is not luckier than you. Rachel did not inherit anything. They just refused to pay Steve. They refused to remodel the kitchen with retirement money. They refused to confuse a percentage with a price. You are still in the parking lot. The engine is still off. The app is still open. Ukto, a sect meal $1, is not a balance. It is a seed. The next 90 days decide whether you plant it or hand it to a man named Steve. Start the car. Drive home. Open the laptop. Pick the index fund. Set the $500. Close the laptop. Do not log in again until you are 50. The number will say $292,168. Close it again. Wait 9 more years. The number will say $870,092, and Steve will not have touched $1 of it.